Oh, we're different on this.
Hell no.
Yes, I would.
Not because I don't think they can win, but because I cannot take the negativity and toxicity between the two fan bases.
Listen,
I can't do it.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it because
it would be stressful.
That is 5 of the greatest basketball players on the same court at the same time.
Would you guys like playoff series between Mavs and Suns?
Yes.
Hell no.
Oh, we're different on this.
Hell no.
Yes, I would.
Not because I don't think they can win, but because I cannot take the negativity and toxicity between the two fan bases.
Listen,
I can't do it.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it because
it would be stressful.
That is 5 of the greatest basketball players on the same court at the same time that you will ever see on period. Like I am all for. I thought tonight's game wasn't a bad game. Like the Suns had bad stretches, but the Mavs had bad stretches at the beginning of the game too. And yeah, it didn't go in our favor, but I liked watching both teams play. Like you got some phenomenal basketball players. Luka's out there doing stupid shit. Kyrie's got moves on moves on moves on moves. Devin's hitting fadeaways and taking it aggressively to the rack. KD was a little off. Yeah, but that's not the norm. And if Beal's out there, he's going to do his thing too. Like, I love it. Like, good basketball. I'm always going to be a fan of good basketball. I want to see good basketball. And if we should be lucky enough to play the Mavs and get our revenge, even better.
Yeah, I mean,
even better.
If you think the Suns are a true championship contender,
then you ain't afraid of anybody.
You're not afraid of nobody. So you get whoever you run into. Like if it's am I gonna sit here and tell you I want Luka and the Mavs? Probably not. If I got another choice, but if it's Luka and the Mavs, let's go. Let's do it.
Let me clarify. I love good basketball. I don't think the Suns should be afraid of anybody necessarily. If it was just about basketball, I'd love it. But it's not.
It's not because from a fan perspective, there's a lot on the line for our mentals.
But that's what's so great about it. Embrace the chaos. Also, I will say this.
Yes
Gerald,
and no. I see both sides.
Gerald made a great point earlier about, it was earlier today. He was talking about it doesn't really matter what seed you are. It really matters what your matchup is, because there are some awful matchups for some of these teams in the playoffs that will be in the playoffs that might be a high seed, might be a low seed. It doesn't matter. It's all about what is your path and who are you playing from time to time. We've seen teams get injured. We've seen other teams just have that bad matchup. We thought we were going to steamroll the Mavs 2 years ago, and we did for 2 straight games, and we thought it was over. And then they figured it out against us, and it flipped. Like, you just never know. It's all about the matchup. So dude, I wish we could start the playoffs tomorrow. I'm glad we're not, because we still have things to work on. I truly believe that there's not a lot of teams that we would have a problem with matchup-wise, because I think we truly do have a 3-man group that can take us anywhere. But that's just my eternal optimism.